Howdy, it's Jim Morado, and this is mostly early April 2025. We're in Flagstaff, Arizona, and this is just going to be a very short 10 or 11-minute video of me rambling about our stay in Flagstaff. I'm not going to go into the town's history or any of that. Oh, check that out, by the way. How pretty is that? But yeah, I just wanted to mention Flagstaff. We sort of used it as our base of operation while we were in Arizona this past early April, and it worked out really well. I've been to Flagstaff before. I know we passed through on our previous two trips, and that went well. But we actually stayed there this time, and I developed quite an appreciation for the town. It's a nice town, and this is the kind of place that if I had to resettle there, I could definitely handle it. It's big enough to have what you need, and there's access to geez, I think we went to seven national park units while we were there, and had a good time. Very nice mall here. Barnes and Noble's in there. That's a nice selection of regional books. Something I always look for at even at a chain bookstore, and I had a couple of good finds. Very friendly young lady working in there helped me out. We talked about collecting books. I saw an old red box, which seems outdated. Kind of cool seeing that. I don't think it was working, but I thought that was pretty novel. It was at the gas station, and I never used a red box. That was kind of it just kind of passed me even when it happened. Now, this is a view out of our hotel. We stayed at a Hampton, and there's oregano's, and there's some people taking their cattle for a walk, and I thought that was pretty novel. I definitely filmed it. Um, Pretty cool. And speaking of oregano's, I'll probably put up a video if I haven't already. Great restaurant. I would love for that chain to work its way east. We enjoyed several meals there. The price was right. It was very generous portions. In fact, we ate there one night and had leftovers, which we ate the following night, and then I think we ended up eating there twice and had leftovers from a budgeting standpoint, it worked out really well. Those guys are having fun on their walk. We stayed at the Hampton. I do like to stay at historic hotels, but when you're going to be busy on a trip, just getting a nice, nicely priced one that's still quality works out really well, and that was the case with Hampton. There was a line at a theater downtown. I forget what that was for. I want to say maybe a band or something I had not heard of. We went to downtown Flagstaff and absolutely loved it. There's the Hotel Weatherford. We would stick our head in there, and also the Hotel Monte Vista. Both cool historic old hotels. I was trying to see what those posters said, and I always like to see what's going on in a local area. Anyway, they've got two very historic hotels there right beside each other for the most part. And I read a ghost book before we came down here, and I would love to stay at one or both of those places in the future. But on this trip, with all we had planned, we went with something else. Our friends had their kids with us, and as much as I love historic hotels, when you've got kids along, and they don't appreciate that sort of thing like the rest of us. Um, and I understand that they'd rather go somewhere that has a nice pool and a free breakfast in the morning. And I'm kind of in with them on that one. We still stuck our head in those hotels. I was hoping to maybe catch a meal there or something, but we just did not have time to. And driving around downtown, great art, as you can see. And yeah, just here's some pictures. By the way, it snowed while we were here a lot. And I'll put up a little video at the end of this. They do a ghost walk through Flagstaff. I'd even emailed the people and talked about trying to get together with them, but every night it was freezing. So we skipped on that. I'm going to have to go back to do it another day. I think this is inside of the Hotel Weatherford. As you can tell, very attractive. And man, yeah, we will have to go back on another day. And I just didn't get to explore it like I would have liked to have. Um, but again, it gives us a reason to go back to the area. Arizona, I loved the little sign about service dogs. It was spot on. Um, love Arizona so much. Lots of cute shops in downtown Flagstaff. And we spent some quality time here, but not as much as I'd like to have. Again, reason to go back again on another day. There's so much to do in Arizona, though. Man, it breaks my heart. Arizona is one of those states that hopefully when I retire, I can just go and spend several months there. There's so much ground to cover, so much history, so much natural beauty. The Grand Canyon alone is a spot that I want to spend some quality time in at some point. We've been there 3 times. All 3 times have been day trips, and that whets your appetite, but I want more of that. Very cool. I think this was an old department store that they've kind of turned into a mall. Several cute shops through here, and a very nice stop. They had some clothing stores, kind of a funky retro, yeah, the basement marketplace, shop underground. Just a cool area. Yeah, they had a koi pond. I love that. Yeah, just quite a bit going on in Flagstaff. This little mall we found was great, very unique, and yeah, just kind of a fun place to hang out in for a little bit. And here's some pictures I took while we were in there. There were several great coffee shops in Flagstaff. What a great town for people who are into coffee. We got to stop at about 3 different ones, and I loved every single one of them. I'll put up videos about those, but just a lot going on in Flagstaff. Have some cousins that used to live there. I want to say in the 80s. They recommended some places we didn't even have time to get to. But and again, I've got some other videos about a few specific places, and I'll put those up a little bit later. Some very quality art around on the walls downtown, and enjoyed that a lot. And again, you can see some of the snow in some of these pictures. As we were driving, we had I wouldn't say whiteout, but pretty darn close to whiteout conditions. The road stayed pretty good though, and we were never any real problems. And we stopped by this cute place. I think that's Mazzella's. I think that's how it's pronounced. Bakery, and had some really nice treats. Very cute, very cozy, and everyone was very happy. We had lunch somewhere else, and then we stopped here, and everything was perfect. The staff was very sweet, and everybody was happy and perfect. Great time. And that is Matador Coffee, and we stopped here. Actually, we worked it in as we were leaving town, and I would have liked to have spent more time there. That place was great. They have kind of what I would call an old school Walmart. It's not a super Walmart, very efficient, and we stopped there a couple times for some of our basic needs. Wanted to tip my hat to them. Another look out of our window. There is the snow, and that was one night. It was very nice and nice being in our hotel. But you can see all that snow and how crazy it was. And then here's some snow as we were driving. I forget where we went, maybe Arizona, but we were driving back to Flagstaff. And yeah, this was April. April. Um, of course, I think a lot of people think of Arizona as sunny and hot all the time. I think they're specifically thinking about Phoenix, but the rest, especially as you drive north, Arizona does have seasons, and we caught the tail end of winter on this particular trip. Again, it was fine though. Didn't affect much of our trip other than I didn't get to do the ghost walk because it was cold and snowy. Basically, every night we were in Flagstaff, and things just didn't work out. Anyway, that's a little bit about Flagstaff and our time in Flagstaff. If you're from Flagstaff, let me know. Let me know what you think about the town. Let me know what there is to do for fun. I liked Flagstaff a lot. Oh, great used bookstore. I can't think of the name of it right now, but yeah, we had a great time in Flagstaff, and just wanted to put up a quick vacation video. So thanks for watching.